Alright, there we go. Mic check. Okay, cool. I'll bring in this guy. Probably should have waited to start recording until I was there, huh? There's nothing but load screens here for a second. So what I'm going to do is what me and Smokey have been doing, or talking about, and he's already done it, is basically a tank test. I'm going to take my tank into veteran Hellra and kite in a whole bunch of ads and just see how it goes. And then I will, maybe in this video, maybe in a different video, I'll go over the build. Let me take some stuff out of the thing. Get some of those.
I want to.
I'm not worried about all that stuff. Yeah, this way. It is okay. It's on veteran. Make sure my gears, I'm wearing the right stuff. Almalexia, Black Rose back bar, Earth Gore, leeching. I don't have gold jewelry for this setup. Everything else is gold.
The warrior and his army of Old Yakuda claim the citadel of Hellra. Leave and live. Trespass and die. You have been warned. My soldiers of sand and steel will strip your flesh.
This is my normal setup for this
Too
tank.
many
I've
of
got
them. Beware the horn.
many different sets that I wear. I think I'll have them all in the bank right now. Oh, I can see how this goes. Hang out with these ads. skills yet. My stats. Bet these big boys will. Let's see.
You have come farther than those feeble undaunted, but you will fall just the same.
Pretty much the thing for like a really strong mob, this is veteran trial, 50 people here or something like that. So, you know, generally speaking, if you can handle this, not really any elites or mobs in the game that are going to be able to put you down. Pain in the ass about doing this test. I can't kill these guys because I don't have any damage output. You have to basically just walk off the Danny Boo Boo, you can't kill me. One of these guys has got like some kind of magic ring on too. So I'll go ahead and show the build real quick, I reckon. So this is a Nord Warden as far as gear goes. I use Almalexia. I use 5-piece Almalexia, which when you take damage you heal you and group members within 7 meters for that amount of time over 3 seconds. It's basically like having permanent regeneration, like the resto staff regeneration. You have it on yourself all the time, as long as you're taking damage. I wear Earthgore in order to help support the healer in my group. It's also a get out of jail free card for me in case my health drops low. I've got Almalexia and I've got leeching healing me pretty much constantly. So if I drop below 50, Earthgore procs and saves my butt. Most of the time I use Earthgore to bail out teammates. So that's the 3 sets: leeching, Almalexia, and Earthgore. Of course, it's 5 heavy. I think it's 5 heavy. No, I think I have 6 heavy on right now. Yeah, I've got 1 light piece, so I'm missing the medium. I back bar Black Rose. So sword and shield, sword and border on the front bar, ice staff on the back bar, because when you block with an ice staff it uses magic instead of stamina. Black Rose also, if you use impulse, which is this ability, it costs less and it puts 3 dots on everything around you. The reason why I like impulse is because it is the only skill in the whole game that has minor mangle. So if I'm standing in the middle of a group of ads and I hit that, I reduce all of their max health by 10%. This makes the DPS, it's easier for the DPS to kill those guys. It doesn't work on a lot of bosses and some elites, some of the big boys that aren't bosses, it doesn't work on them. But that's why I backbar Black Rose. Leeching is on all the time. Almalexia is on the front bar. The front bar. Skills. I am a warden, so of course I've got Warhorn on the back bar. Frost Clench. Frost Clench is a taunt because it is a frost staff. So instead of using Inner Rage or Inner Fire, I use Frost Clench for my ranged taunt because it does more damage and it immobilizes enemies, and you have a chance to hit them with the frost status effect. Blue Betty, you may be wondering why this isn't green. My tank is a Magicka tank, so if you'll notice the numbers at the bottom, 17k stamina, and I'm like 17 and a half. 17.7 Magicka. The reason why I have more Magicka than stamina with this guy is because most of the skills that I use cost Magicka. So that's magic. That's magic. That's magic. That's magic. All my immobilization, buffs, shields, all that stuff costs magic. Really the only thing that I use stamina for is to puncture and to low slash. Is to taunt the boss, debuff him, and then debuff him again with low slash, and of course block. Anyway, I'm on the back bar here. So Frost Clench is my ranged taunt. Blue Betty's to help me regen Magicka. I have it set up specifically so that my Magicka is a little bit higher, so that when I activate synergies, I get the big hit of Magicka. Wall of Frost, obviously. Okay. Put the shield on your allies. Pulsar for the debuff on bad guys. It also applies minor protection to your entire group. And then Expansive Frost Cloak puts major resolve on the entire group. So just by casting these two, that puts a whole lot more resistance on the entire group, including yourself. Front bar, I have permafrost slotted, which I almost never use. The reason why I have it slotted is because it does help in certain situations. All right, it does some damage. It adds major protection to everybody around me and reduces movement speed of bad guys. This is like crowd control stuff. I almost never use it. The reason why I have it slotted is because for every frost or what is it, Winter's Embrace, for every Winter's Embrace skill you have slotted on a bar, both of your resistance are 500 higher. So by having this, Gripping Shards, and Polar Wind, that's 1500 more resistance on a Nord that already has like really good resistances. Pierce Armor, obviously, is my main taunt for bosses. Gripping Shards is a CC. You cast it, everything in this little area will be immobilized. Pretty much stuns them for a few seconds. Introspection. This is a Sigil Order ability, and you can read for yourself. It doesn't cost anything, and it's a sustain thing. It just heals you for a bunch over time, and it restores stamina and magic. You just do that, and you take 30% less damage while you're like this. It's a constant heal, and it restores. Here, look. Watch the magic. It's quick, super quick. So I love it. I hardly ever block because of that skill. Heroic Slash, obviously, it reduces the damage done from whoever you hit it with by 15%. Keep that on the boss all the time. Polar Wind is a heal. Use it for myself. It also heals group members, and this is the skill that I use to help the healer in the group. Something that looks like somebody's going to go down, I'll pop that. It'll automatically heal me and heal whoever needs it, and Earthcore will proc on them at the same time if they need it. So those are the skills. Let's see. Here's where I've got my attributes. You can get your magic or your stamina however you want it, whether it's through gear or passives or attributes or whatever. This is just how it worked out for me. I did what I had to do in order to get my health above 50,000 and my magic is slightly higher than my stamina. I use the Lord Mundus, Bewitched Sugar Skulls, and sorry, I got a text there. Where was it? For pots, if you need them, you just use the regular Crown Tri-Stat pots. Should have went over this too. Absorb stamina enchant powered. It just increases the healing, right? That I'm constantly getting because of Almalexia, leeching, and Earthcore if it goes off. And everything is divines. Okay? All body pieces, divines, everything. Oh, I'm sorry, my shoulders are infused. I need to get one divines, but infused is second best thing. Because my Mundus is a health, divines buffs that. My enchantment is health, infused buffs that, right? So all divines, and then for jewelry, you know, add health, healthy, increase max health. Health, right? With your armor passives and the way you CP and everything, you want to make sure you're getting right at 1,000 resistance. So I'm at 37 and 33 with 52,000 health, 1,776 health recovery. It works out pretty good. I call him my Immortal Warden because he's pretty tough to kill. So let me think if I missed anything. I can quickly go over the champion points. They kind of need to be reworked, and I'm not going to touch them until this next update comes out. Because I'm going to have to refigure out everything anyway. I'll just briefly scroll through these. This could use some refinement. I have not tinkered with my tank in a long time, except for with gear and stuff like that. I'm a big fan of using healing sets with my tanks. So leeching and Amalexia. Leeching heals me, of course. Amalexia heals me and my team members. Earthgore helps me pull people out of bad situations. I'm real big on being a tank that heals. I mean, as long as you've got your resistance, up to 33,000, get your health as high as you can get it. What is it, buddy? See somebody outside? Okay. Alright. That's my dog. I guess that's pretty much it. It's fun to play with. Nord Warden. So, it's my favorite tank class. They are super duper tanky if you know how to build for it. I think I passed a little vet trial tanking test there, and if anybody wants to ask questions about the build or has any suggestions for me to strengthen it, I'll definitely listen to anything anybody has to say. Otherwise, cool beans. Talk to y'all later.